Welcome to Monday night. Okay. If your camera is off and you can put your camera on, I'm just going to say we love to see faces. It helps with connection. We just want to see you. I don't care if you're laying in bed. I don't care what you look like. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you don't have makeup on, if you're sitting in a bath towel. It does not matter. So unless you're driving and it's unsafe, we love to see you. So feel free to put your cameras on if you can. And I want to shout out some major rank advancements for the week that just ended. So we have 4 new consultants, you guys. So pumped. Consultants is that's the first step. That's sharing products that you are loving with 2 or more people. And so we have Amber Riley. Shout out to Amber for hitting consultant. Shout out to, I see him on, Jesse Wilkins for hitting consultant. Yes, congrats. Jesse, it looks like you live in Colorado. I know you're on April's team in South Dakota. You're in Colorado. That's awesome. So I'll have to learn a little more about that. That's awesome. Caitlin Hochstetler in Wisconsin, congrats. And Jennifer Smith in Minnesota. Jen Smith, you guys. I was like, oh, is this the Jen Smith from the comp plan video? No. So exciting. I can't wait to learn your story. It's so cool. Okay, and then we have 1 brand new Crystal director who hit it in the rank advancement time frame during the reset, Miss April Woods. We are so pumped for you. She had a $1,000 plus week. Seriously, girl, so pumped for you. I know this has been in the making for a long time, and I share that because I know that nothing amazing happens overnight. And we honor the work and the process that you put in to create this over time. And I'm so proud of you for just rocking it and making it happen. April, I don't know if you have any words that you want to share about your journey. I would love to hear like a sentence or 2 from you. Like what really did it for you at this time?
So it just kind of all came together, and I really think that just doing your daily steps every day, and you'll get there. I guess it just, everything fell into place. So.
Yeah, I love it. Way to go. And April's going to be running now to Crystal Executive. We have quite a while. We have a couple months to hit Crystal Executive within the time frame of the reset and the $1,000 that is on the table for you. At the same time, I do want to announce that over the next 3 weeks, Kelly Dickerhoof has put on the table, she's our upline 7-figure-a-year earner. She put on the table that if you want to run a Crystal Executive by June 7th, you get an additional private coaching phone call with Kathy Coover, the owner of the company, and you get to pick between either these Tory Burch sandals or these earrings. Or if you're a guy, they'll come up with a wonderful guy prize of like equivalent value. So just know that June 7th is a wonderful deadline to put on your calendar. If you are really running to Crystal Executive, that's 10 consultants, right? 10 people in the world that believe what you believe, 10 people who want what you want out of life. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. April, you're already at 6. I know that push from 6 to 10 is so necessary in that first month. We can all do it. Yes, exactly, Barbie. So June 7th, put it up on your calendars, please, for sure. And then, the company has July 12th out there. So know that that's like the company deadline for the Crystal $1,000 reset if the cash is what drives you. But if you really want to kind of do it in advance, June 7th is a good date to put out there. So I wanted to announce that. And then, aside from that, I really want to go into the step of inviting people to take a look. And I know some of you were on so Kelly Dickerhoof does a Monday Power Hour every week on Mondays at 1 p.m. Central, so noon Mountain Time, etc. And during this call today, someone was asking about, what do you do when you reach out to people? What do you do when you're inviting people? And I truly believe, you guys, that we have this skill locked down within this team, within our system, within leadersrisehere.com. In we have taken in, this website, leadersrisehere.com, my vision for it is that everything in my brain that has worked and continues to work over the last 6.5 years is dumped out onto a website. And so I am going to pull up the website. And I know we have brand new people here. That's awesome. Everything about this business, you guys, my goal is that you look at it and you say, oh, they did that. I can do that too. I can do that too. That is the goal. That is the goal in network marketing. Everything that we have done, if we do it and you don't feel like you can do it, then we're not being effective in the role of the network marketing professional. And so once again, if you go to leadersrisehere.com, just simply Leaders Rise Here, it's our clear path to success. This is the system. And this is the system, you guys, that I want to continue to just build on the steps because they work. They work. And I'm seeing them work. And I'm seeing people within the team that are embracing the steps and taking the guesswork out of it, just completely rocking it, honestly. Major kudos to Teresa Weston. She's been doing a ton of this, honestly. So again, Create Curiosity is all about pulling people in. Megan Warnick. I feel like I'm maybe saying that right. You can unmute and tell us.
It's Warnick.
Warnick. Okay, Megan.
Yeah.
She's on here. Warnick. She has been, so Create Curiosity, she's been doing amazing on her stories, on her Facebook. I've just seen like so much as far as just like creating this curiosity, right? Sharing social media, developing her story. And then when people ask you, well, what is it? What is it? What do you do? Tell me about it. This is the stuff you can do. That's step one. We talked about that last week. Tonight, we are going to talk about inviting people to take a look. And if you have seen this video here, Master the Art of Inviting, I would love for you to throw in the chat phrases or takeaways that you have taken from this video. And if you haven't made it a priority yet to watch this video, it's 16 minutes. I would love for you to take that as a priority for this week because Emily Vavra right here, she makes $2 million plus a year in Isagenix. She is about age 30. And I, from the very beginning of my journey, have paid attention to how Emily invites people in. And it's the concept, she compliments them and she says, I thought of you because, and if I could show you a way to blank, would you be open to taking a look? She talks about her friend Robin. If I could show you a way to quit with the meal prep, to stop spending all Sundays dealing with Tupperware containers, would you be open to taking a look? If I could show you a way to create an income that let you stay at home with your baby, would you be open to taking a look? If I could show you a way to, pay down your debt, would you be, so we have to really dig deep and help understand what that thing is, their burning desire. But if I could show you a way to do this, would you be open to taking a look? And so this video explains a lot of that. And, the whole concept of this business is you're either going to pull people in with curiosity or you are going to ask them. And those are steps 1 and 2. Until you have your enrollments and your team is growing, steps 1 and 2 are where you want to focus your time. And yes, exactly. So Danny said, if I would you, I thought of you. These are phrases she knows because she watched the video. Yes, exactly. This may or may not be for you, Barbie. I love that you say it that way because this may or may not be for you. That's a really big one, you guys. The idea that we don't need any one person to create our business. We don't need any one person to create success, but we're looking for the right people. It might be for you, it might not be. It's totally okay to let them off the hook and say, this might be for you, it might not be. So Zach Sullivan's been doing these coaching calls, and I believe it was today, might have been yesterday, he was talking about, network marketing is a lot like dating, right? Like if you go in too aggressively or if you go in a desperate way, then the reaction you get is not always going to be, it's going to be like, oh, they need me or they want me. No, it's okay to be like, gosh, it might be for you, it might not be for you. Having that posture that you are looking for the people that you are meant to serve, that it's okay if it's not them. A lot of times when we go in with that posture, it really does help. So that was today. Exactly. And the compliments. Yes, she talks about compliments. You pause every time, Teresa. Yeah, exactly. It is, watch the video and then go do like 10 reach outs. Seriously, it will be so good. So within this step, we have a couple of different templates. And tonight I really just want to talk about these templates, and then Jake's actually going to come in here and he's going to share. He literally, you guys, it was the most wonderful thing. Just in the past week, Jake came to me and he said, Allison, I use the system and I have an enrollment. And he literally used this step he used, and he's going to come tell you all about it. He used this system exactly. And this is the system that duplicates that. The more we can do this, the more you can just buy into the steps of this system, you can scale your business. Because the people on your team can use these templates. The people on your team can use these scripts to get the right verbiage for them, okay? So again, last week we did a lot of talk around who's your avatar. So hopefully you guys have your list, your people that you want to invite, right? We all have the people that we want to invite in. Throw some comments in the chat of who specifically fits your avatar. I would love for others to see, who are you looking for? You're looking for committed people, resourceful people. You're looking for kind people. Throw it in the chat. Go ahead and throw it in the chat so other people can see specifically what you're looking for. And then right here, and this is where, so we had this, and then we have this section. It's a top-down approach, which means that we are asking them if they're open to taking a look, instead of being passive about just like hoping that they get interested in the products and then hoping, so it's a top-down approach, and you can go watch my little 2-minute videos about that. But what this section really does is it's asking for the appointment. And that's really, this business is built by asking people to take a look. And so you're asking them to either look at a video, look at a tool, you're asking them to to get on a phone call with your mentor, whether it's anyone on this team, whether it's me, whether it's someone that would relate to them. Maybe they're a daycare provider like April, and April's just building this massive team, and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to connect you with my friend April. I think you'll really relate to her. That's perfect, right? And so this script here, the template, the script is really there to give you a framework. Change the words where it makes sense for you specifically, right? So saying, hey, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm doing something new. You came to mind because. What are you doing right now for work? Let them answer, and then fill in the blank. The truth of exactly what fits is perfect for you at the time, right? I just was talking to someone this past week who's doing real estate, and they said, yeah, real estate's like, it's a little shaky right now. It's pretty slow. So, saying my primary source of income as a realtor is affected right now. It's been a challenge, but at the same time, I'm super grateful for the last X amount of time that I've been partnering with a health and wellness company. It's making a huge difference right now. If the timing is great, no worries, but I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't ask if you'd be open to learning more. So you're asking for the appointment, okay? And when they say yes, then you simply just follow these steps and get a couple times from your mentor and get them on a call. And so we've had that in the system for a little while now. What I added this week is what to say when presenting. So who out there, put in the chat if you have questions around, I'm actually going to check the chat to see if there are any questions. Yeah, these are great traits. Awesome. A lot of times a very, very, very common, oh, I love these. Yes, these are so good. A very common question I get is, do you lead with the products or do you lead with the business? And I will tell you that I really do lead with both. I lead with the company, and I lead with the vision of the company. I say, I would love to partner with you. I would love to show you what Isagenix is all about. Would you be open to checking it out? And so here, I did break it out. I broke it out into, if you specifically want to talk to them about the products and the health side, or if you specifically want to talk to them about the financial side. These are two different options. And so whether it's you presenting or whether you're doing a three-way call for someone to help them present it, these are steps, and these are steps coming from top income earners in the company. Eden Slobin, I want to say she presented this like a year ago at New Year's kickoff. And it's really like if you can really like print this off and study and follow the steps, you're going to get really, really good at building the rapport, asking the questions, identifying their goal, dreaming big with them, and then sharing the details. And I used this with Melissa Straka just a little bit ago. She and I used it with someone that she literally booked an appointment. We got on a call, and you guys, it works. It works. It really does. And you can tweak it. You can tweak it depending on the person for sure. But, so many little golden nuggets are in here. So, really letting your prospect determine your presentation. What that's saying is, if all they want to talk about is losing weight, really use that time to consult with them about losing weight. If they kind of seem interested in products for their kids, add that into the conversation. If they kind of seem interested in earning some money, add that in, right? And so, connect and build rapport quickly. Like, this is what we do at the beginning. And if you've been on a three-way call with me at all in the past year, you'll hear me asking questions like this, really, identifying, oh, where do you live? What do we have in common? Oh my gosh, I have friends from that area, or whatever it is. And then just really taking down their guard and saying, I'm excited to connect with you. I want to hear, how can I serve you today? Ultimately, the call is to serve them, right? And then if you know what their goal is, or else you figure out their goal, right? Okay, this is where we're going. Are we talking about the fact that you have a ton of stress? Are we talking about weight loss? Are we talking about performance in the gym? And so all of this, you guys, if you can master the steps, even more than the script, if you can master the steps of building rapport, taking down their guard, dreaming big with them with a magic wand, going deep with them. We could do an entire call, honestly, on the 7 deep technique. What that really is asking the why behind the question, right? So not only saying, why do you want to lose the weight, but what would that mean for you? And gosh, what would that mean for you? And what would that mean for you step by step by step? And then, sharing a story of someone similar to them. And then right here, this step, I will say, this is the best way that we can present the packs to people. And some of this comes from Chris Harder language. Some of this, which is, if you don't know Chris Harder, they earn 7 figures a year residual they have for quite a while now. Some of this is just from, our experience of how we present the packs to people, really talking through, the $20 a day option, the $13 a day option, and the $10 a day option. I remember Molly Terlinden pulled a document like this up, printed it out, and literally read it off to her person. And the person was like, oh, cool. She was like, I'm kind of new at this. I want to just read through the options, read through right here. And, the person picked a pack. Okay. Who do you know? Curiously. Okay. So you picked whatever pack they respond is great. Curiously, who do you know? 2 people that you want to, are there 2 people that want to do this with you? And the reason I ask is because Isagenix doesn't spend any money on advertising. They will reward you for referrals. So you just told me 2 names. If you helped those 2 people, I could teach you how to make $200 to $500 back right away. Boom, consult it, right? For them picking one of those packs. And then ask for the order. And a lot of times we get caught up right here. We're like, okay, do you want to take a look, versus do you feel like you have enough information to get started today? Pause. Just wait for them, right? They might be ready. They might be ready that moment, okay? So a lot of this, you guys, I literally took straight from professionals. We are professionals, but professionals that we have learned from in the industry for a long time. So this stuff is out here for you to use, the discovery process. This is just the health template, and similar, so similar with the financial. So if you have someone that wants to go into the business and they want to join you, they want to partner with you, you know, explaining the value of what they're getting, right? Like, let me explain how this works and what we do. It's the distribution of world-class products. Instead of spending money on shelf space and advertising, it's word of mouth, right? So I really, 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 really this week would love for you guys to read through these, let them sink in, and pull them up when you're getting on calls with people. Okay? This is like, so I'm going to pause there and see what questions, if any, people have or thoughts related. I'm going to go to the chat real quick. Yes. Good. Teresa said, yes. It depends on our relationship and conversation to decide to lead with the business or the products. Exactly. And you use this exact script for the 2 packs. And it's how I've gotten multiple value and premium packs. Exactly. Teresa, I will say Teresa has been upping the number of calls that she and I have been doing with people. And we've been using this exact process. And these are people she's meeting on Instagram, right? Like people that, it's so awesome. There are so many people out there, you know, and you can, she's finding people like pre-med, biology, things that relate to her world. Whatever it is that you care about, whatever your passion is, whatever your avatar is telling you, you can find those people and then, you know, go through building a rapport with them and getting them to go through it. Barbie, print, read, record. Print, read, record. Yes. So what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Record.
Yeah. So like printing it off, read it out, record yourself reading it, because I don't know about you guys, but I am like such an audio learner. And I also need to say the words myself, like practicing them. So like print it out, read it aloud, record yourself doing it, and listen to yourself doing it. Like that's how every time I share a story, every time I have to speak, that's how I prepare for it. And that's how the words become like ingrained in your head. So I literally just wrote that, like print this out, read it, record myself doing it, so the words become your own.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. And I mean, think about that. Like how many of you know, like to put in the chat, like a song that you know by heart? What are the songs that you know every word to? I'm curious. Any Hillary Duff song. You are like a baby. I love it.
Oh,
what did you type?
I tried to, well, it didn't work.
Go ahead.
I was going to type A Whole New World, Little Mermaid.
Isn't
Or no, that's
from
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
I was thinking Part of Your World from Little Mermaid,
Okay.
but I know both.
Yep. Headband, Eminem, Beatles, Journey, Famous in a Small Town. This is giving me a good little playlist, you guys. This is so good. Yes.
Eclectic playlist.
All of yes. Megan, NSYNC, and Backstreet Boys. Yes, that was me too. That's great.
Back of Respect.
Yes. Salt and Pepper, anyone? All the words. Yes! She's typing it as I say it. Exactly. Shoot. Okay. Why do you guys know these lyrics? Troll soundtrack. Yes. Because we hear them again and again. We play them again and again. So exactly what Barbie's saying, record it and then listen to it, and record it and listen to it, and record it and listen to it. I want to empower you to know the dreams placed on your heart are so, so, so attainable with the right number of conversations, with the right number of people, with the right number of skills. And that's just what we're doing here. We're building skills. And everything under the inviting category is going to allow you to be proactive in your skills. And I truly believe that this team, that this system, that what we train and teach is like a step above when it comes to inviting. I really do. You know, there's a lot of people out there that post and they pray. Post and pray, right? It's a phrase. They post and they pray that someone's going to come to them, but that's such a reactive, and it leaves it in the hands of the social media gods. And if people are on your heart and you want them to partner with you, and I've talked to Aaron about this week. I've talked to Dan, you know, I've talked to a lot of you guys about this lately. You know, who do you want to partner with? And really watch the Emily Vavra video on step 2. Take to heart what we've typed out here for you And then if you don't want to do the presentation, just ask one of us to do it, right? All you have to do is book and get them on the call. And if they're not willing to be on the call, then they're not the right person at the time. Who else do you know that is willing to get on the call and just simply hear about it, right? I mean, there are so many people out there right now, you guys, looking for a solution, whether it's for better health, whether it's for energy, whether it's for convenience with shelf-stable products they don't have to go to the store for, or whether they're looking to make money on the side. Network marketing is on the brink of a serious uphill launch. Like, that's just what happens every time the economy goes up and down and up and down. Every time the economy is in a downspin, network marketing comes up because it's such a good option. We are on the rocket ship, and I just so much want to instill in you guys that right now and over the next year is going to be such a good time to be talking to people about it. So I would love, Jake, do you want to talk about the person that the situation that you just had? He's like this close to enrolling. Yeah. And Jake said, oh my gosh, I just used the system. Like, it was so great. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
So talk through it.
Sure.
What happened?
I'll do it fairly quickly, but it was one of those things where I saw a post from someone on Facebook that I worked with briefly. We probably said 20 words to each other in the 2 years we worked together, and that was 5 years ago. So really close friend. But I noticed a post and I just reached out to him. He was just looking for something. He said, I'm sick of Facebook ads trying to tell me what to do. I'm trying to get some more energy and I want to work out. Like, what are you guys using? So I literally just reached out and said, hey, I won't use his name because I do believe that he will go back and watch these recordings at some point. He will be on the team. Hey, John, saw your post. I've been using this with my wife for about 6 years. It's been going really great for me. What are your actual goals? And are you open to talking about it? And I waited. He got back to me in about 3 days. Said what his goals were. He wants to put on some muscle, some weight. He's starting to work out. He's dealing with celiac disease, and he's just looking for something that he can take. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, celiac disease. I said, oh, that's great. Our products are amazing. I have tons of friends. I have a specific guy who's dealt with celiac disease. His name is Matt. Would you be open to getting on the call with him? Because I know he'd be able to answer some of your specific questions a lot better than I would. I was taking myself out of the equation. I'm serving him. It took 3 or 4 days, and he finally got back to me, set up a call. We had to wait a week for that call for schedules to match. He got on the call. I did a call with Matt Svensson, and it was amazing. I talked to him, and I said, what did I say, John, really great. I did the introductions. I edified him. I edified Matt. And I shut up and I sat back with my pencil and paper and I took notes and I watched them connect. Matt used these form questions, these getting to know you questions. What has celiac been like with you? How long have you been dealing with it? When have you found out? What can you not have? What really works well with you? Matt didn't tell his story for the first 10 minutes of that call. He really got in and got to know and served him. Matt told his story, a lot of similarities, had some suggestions of packs and products to use. He said, great, I'm kind of a science guy. I really like to get into this. I said, great. I have some links and some information I can send you. When is a good time? When do you think that you could get through this and we can set up another call and talk? And he said, probably a week. So I got back to him a week later. He didn't respond. I waited 3 more days and I got back to him. He said, oh, thanks for reaching back out. I'm still looking through some things. I'll let you know when I'm ready. And I said, great. Can't wait. I hope this is going well for you. Look forward to hearing from you. 2 days later, he said, all right, I've had enough of this. I'm ready to order. This was just today. I've had enough of this. I'm ready to order. I think this is what I want to do. So now we're just going back and forth, finalizing his order. And it was literally from a place of service. And I actually asked for the appointment the first time. Like, would you be open to getting on a call? And that starts the whole thing. And then found someone that I could match with him. And I mean, it took 2.5 or 3 weeks, and it took 5 follow-ups. 4 or 5 follow-ups for someone who was already willing to get on the call. So just really going through the steps and inviting to take a look, asking for the appointment, following up. Now he's ready to order, and his order, he'd probably be ready tomorrow or Wednesday. So
Yeah.
it was just one of those things. I just said, okay, I'm just going to try this direct ask for the appointment. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's somebody that I hadn't talked to in a long time.
Yeah, and kudos to Jake for that. When's the last time you guys think you talked to him? Where'd you work with him at Crave?
Yeah, I probably haven't talked to him in.
You left Crave in 2014.
Yep, and I didn't work with him the last year I was there, so 2013. And again, we probably said 20 words to each other the whole time.
So, and I know because I talked to a lot of you. I know that people are like, well, I haven't talked to them for a while, or it's been, no, like don't make up this story. Serve the person. He needed something. Jake had a solution. He served him, right? Nobody cares that it's been 7-8 years. It doesn't matter, right?
Right. And I honestly, like, for how little I knew him, I knew his name was Benjamin. I'm just going to go for it now. He had changed his name on Facebook, and I didn't know what to call him. I literally was, like, scrolling through his post to see if somebody would, like, say his name. Like, I did it, like, what do I call him? And
is he Benjamin?
Yeah. And when we started, I was like, hey, like, what do I call you now? Like, it's been a long time. Like, don't make it weird and try to fake it. Like, just be open and honest. And he told me, and I was like, okay, we'll go with Benny. Like, great. So that's what I call him. Like, it doesn't, we tell ourselves these stories in our head, like, it's been so long, it's weird. Like, I don't want to ask him, like, what I should call him now.
No.
I'm like, no, just come out and say it. Like, people appreciate that.
Yep.
They want realness.
Yep. And Jake could have gone back and forth with articles and, detail and links. No, just get on the call. Get on the call. It's going to be way less painful to just get on the call. So that's awesome. I think social media, we all know. I know it's like, hey, yeah, I saw you did a house remodel, right? Barbie just said that to someone on a call. She's like, oh yeah, how's your house remodel going? Like, we try to be like not overly stalkerish, but just, it's totally good. It's so true. It's so true. Okay. Any final questions? And yes, that's exactly what Jake did this week.
These last 3 weeks.
Exactly. That's what we have for tonight, you guys. That is step 2 again. And I want you guys to go find 5 people to reach out to specifically this week that might be on your chicken list, that might be scary, that you simply want to invite to take a look. You are not inviting them to get their credit card. You are inviting them to take a look. And after they take a look, they will decide. And whether they are a yes or a no, it does not matter. We are going to the top no matter what, right? So you are going to the top no matter what. You're simply inviting them to take a look and seeing if it's the right match for them. So you guys have it in you. We are cheering you on. We hope you have an amazing week. Reach out with anything. And we just, we appreciate all of you so much. Happy Monday. Congrats, April, again.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
I missed the celebration.